But daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
Let's go.
Get up on y'all. You gonna learn today.
Daddy, chill.
Call me Daddy.
All right, now we're rolling. What's up, Charlie?
How we doing?
Oh, dude. I'm glad you're on.
Excited to be here.
I wrote down some names today.
God, Jesus.
Some college names.
You might get me. You've asked me a million of them.
I have. I thought of names that we didn't talk about the other day. You're like a wizard. I wanted you on because college football comes up, and you guys are. I'm not a college guy. I'm a Michigan fan only because I grew up. I'm a Tom Brady fan, so I would go to the Rose Bowl when Michigan would play SC all the fucking time, and we'd just go to those games all the time. It was like probably one of the best memories of my childhood because if you've been to SC games, right? It's all fucking grass. The Rose Bowl, like
sweet.
All the grass. It's
we used to
the
live right there by the
tailgating
Rose
is
Bowl.
insane.
The Whatnot house was next to the Rose Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Ben Croup lives over there. But he sees the Rose Bowl from his block.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Ben Croup.
Croup, man.
It's a big entity.
What's your thoughts on the games coming up?
I mean, I'm going on Friday. I'm going to the Notre Dame game.
Oh my God.
I'm really excited for that. He probably thinks I'm crazy. Along with
it's going to be cold, right?
it says it's supposed to feel like -8 right now.
You couldn't pay me.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I'm
If
embracing it.
If it's 20 degrees, it's colder than -8. Because at -8, you can't feel anything. You can't feel anything anyways.
These are just temperatures that you don't play around with.
College game days at 3:30. Games at 8. So I mean, it'll be a journey. It'll
Is
be
it
a
going to
marathon.
snow?
It was supposed to, but now it's saying no snow. So maybe we won't get. I want the snow. I think it would be cool. Like good experience.
I think you guys have a better advantage in the snow, right?
There's no advantage.
Does it matter?
Too cold.
Probably
weather
makes
teams.
it
Yeah.
even more even keel.
Yeah.
They run the ball well, Indiana. So
I think it's going to be a blowout.
yeah, the running backs from Staten Island, where we're from.
Oh,
So
really?
If we can't beat him, then
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Care less.
Who's in the playoffs that shouldn't be in the playoffs?
that shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have put Bama in over SMU personally, but I mean, strength of schedule wise and teams they've played. But SMU played Clemson down to the wire in the ACC title game. They were ranked where they were ranked all year, so they kind of they're trying to change the system. They're trying to make it so these schools get in, but if they're not,
I mean, eventually with all the money that's coming in, these schools are
College
going to
football
compete.
is better than pro football.
it's insane now.
Bill
It's 12 teams.
Belichick just took a
I
job
cannot believe that.
as the head coach. I could believe it.
I don't. I can't. Why? How can
Because
you
they're going to
believe
give him unlimited money.
Uh-huh.
He'll have the pipeline to the NFL better than any school in the whole country.
Mm-hmm.
Who can get you to the NFL? Who knows the NFL better than Bill Belichick? And he's going to have that fucking guy. What was the guy's name that was running around with him?
McDaniels.
No, the guy upstairs.
Oh, Michael
Ernie.
Oh.
No.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You guys don't even know what you're talking about. You guys know nothing. You guys know nothing, okay? Okay, Bill Belichick and Ernie with his like monster fucking chaotic
That was
evil
on
empire.
the documentary,
Correct,
right? Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So that guy will be there scouting the people out. They'll be bringing them in. Every former NFL like player kid will go to North Carolina to play for Belichick now.
I understand why he went to college. I just didn't understand why North Carolina.
Well, I get it. They have a lot of money. To go into that space, he's smart. He didn't jump in the SEC, which is a gauntlet. He goes into the ACC, which I know for a fact you could make a lot of noise in. You could legitimately do work in that division, in that conference, because you really don't have much competition. All right, Clemson. All right, Miami, Florida State. It's Bill Belichick.
I think he's gonna like the turnover.
100%.
Because in the NFL, all the egos and the psychotic players, he didn't want to deal with that shit.
They're gonna pay big.
Now
They'll
he's
pay
just
a
gonna
big
go, all
quarterback.
right, flip, go, you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out.
It's gonna be pretty cool to watch. And his son is that next.
Do you
head
think it was
coach away.
timing because like the portal is open? You think it's gonna change a lot of players' minds to go?
This must tell me that he wasn't getting a job in the NFL. That's what that tells me. That it also says.
I mean, they're gonna pay him a lot of money still, right?
Yeah, but I think for him it's about coaching.
Yeah.
I just don't think he was going to get a job in the NFL, which is alarming.
You think Gruden's gonna do something like that?
Not college. He's going back to the NFL.
He almost went back to college. He was going to take the Tennessee job last year.
He's sick.
He's so great with Barstool now, man.
He should just stay.
That's what he's doing.
It's
He's building his brand back up. They
Yeah.
destroyed him. They buried him, and now
They
he's
did.
slowly building himself back
Yeah.
up. 2-3 years, he'll make his money at Barstool, and then he'll go coach somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't even
think it'll be that long. No, yeah, you're
I think it'll
right.
be
I
half
think
a
that
year.
the amount of money they're giving him at Barstool right now, he probably is just having so much fun for the first time in his
He's
life.
golfing with the guy, the foreplay guys.
Yeah.
He's in the
having a blast.
studio.
They're touring him around the whole company.
Yeah.
They have him watching Sunday football, eating wings, and just getting him hammered. Like
His haircut's
Pretty
so
funny.
great. He's an authentic
He
man.
legitimately is
no,
Chucky.
he's a football guy. Though.
Yeah,
He owns
Chucky.
every piece of NFL history.
Yeah.
Like he's watched every single
That's
NFL
what
game.
he was telling me about the
there's a
NFL
real-
reels
he
and
owns every
shit, or
single
the
game in the
films.
history of
Real
sport.
Sports with Brian Gumble. They do
This is
a
so
segment
crazy.
on him. Okay, this is how crazy it is. He bought out an old motel in like Tampa, and it has the whole upstairs just filled with all the games, reels of every single game that's ever been played in the history of the NFL. He's seen every game. I'm in. That show they started on Sunday night, they said that the only thing they don't let happen is everybody calls in, pitching their team for John Gruden to go coach. They don't allow that. Dave Portnoy was like, we're trying to keep him here as long as we could.
Yeah. I like when they do in the interviews for like guys that were going to work on his team, and they're all just fucking the biggest like
Weenies.
weenies. Yeah.
And he does the voice. Coach Gruden, Coach Gruden.
What's other games? What's your thoughts? Like,
Penn
what is
State's
it?
got the easiest bracket in mankind, but James Franklin will find a way to fuck it up as he always does.
Mm-hmm.
They have an easy bracket. Like they win if they beat SMU, which I just said to you, I don't think not that they shouldn't be, and they couldn't. It could have went either way, but I personally would have went Bama. They beat them, then they play Boise.
Yeah.
And
Let's
then,
talk about Penn State real quick because I like to make this known. Joe Paterno, he definitely knew. He knew.
Mm-hmm.
And he allowed it. So if you root for Penn State, you're probably never going to win anything again. There's a lot of bad juju around that program because Joe Paterno, this
I think
legend.
I think a lot of people knew what was going
They
on.
knew.
Yeah.
Do you think they knew?
I think they knew. Joe Pa knew. That's why they took the
That's why.
statue down.
Yeah.
How about this?
Oh, of course.
That's why he
I'm not gonna
died
go
so.
this far.
That's why he
Going.
died. That's why he died so fast. He died like this. Boom. Like within 2 months of it happening.
Because
I was quicker
you
than
just
that.
think the stress and like all
the guilt, man.
the
guilt got him,
guilt can kill you.
bro. If you're okay with that, oh man,
You deserve it.
you deserve it.
Yeah.
And shame on you and your family.
Yeah.
And shame for centuries to come.
Why are you guys Notre Dame fans?
It's in the blood.
How?
So my grandfather was a huge
It's not
Notre
even
Dame
close
fan.
to. It's not even close to. New
So I
York.
can tell you like how the rooting of it, right? Notre Dame was one of like 3 college teams that played on one of the 9 television channels that you had back in the day. And they
Okay.
were on national TV
All right, that makes sense.
every week. So my grandfather was a Notre Dame fan, and then my father was by default, my uncles, everybody's a Notre Dame fan. So it's weird. But like I told him the other day, there's 3 guarantees in life. The Jets will always suck, the Mets will always suck, and Notre Dame will never win a national championship. It's just the reality of it. The athletes that these guys get nowadays, like you look around, like we don't ever have the quarterback. That's all we lack is the quarterback every single time. Am I wrong?
Usually, for the most part.
Usually. We haven't had a fucking 6'4" all-pro type of quarterback.
It's not necessarily just the quarter. We don't have any receivers. And everybody separates when you play a big school and they play man the whole time.
Why
Yeah.
would you want to go to
Separates.
Notre Dame? They don't throw the ball down the field. We throw the ball for 5 yards.
Yeah.
We pound the rock, offensive linemen, tight ends.
Quarterback we have now does the same thing. He loves them.
I love this guy.
You love Riley?
He can't throw the ball.
He's 6'4". It's like having a third running back, and he just pounds the rock. He pounds the rock.
He's probably the second running back, in all honesty. He's that good.
Honestly, like, Notre Dame's live. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid because nobody's that good this year. And defense wins championships. They got the defense that could make the plays.
There's a lot of teams with holes.
It's just not that good of a if there's one team I would be, like if they drew one team, I probably wouldn't want to play Oregon right away because they're white hot.
You went full Oregon.
Yeah. Well, Oregon. I don't know. It should be good. It should be good. Like the
You guys
12
being Notre Dame fans is like, there's a lot of Braves fans in California, Southern California, because during the day,
Braves will play. Right?
TBS, Braves were always on TBS for whatever reason. Like we could never get the Dodger games, or you could never. It was always Braves games. So that's like growing up. That's why I love Chipper, Andrew Jones, all those guys, because that was all that was on TV to watch. It's Braves games.
Turner Sports.
Turner
Georgia.
Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. College football is wild. There's so much money in it now.
If there's ever been a year,
I
this
know.
is the year.
Is that why it's so like wide open this year because of the
Yes.
money?
Bro, they say that Notre Dame runs their third running back, so the guy won't transfer because he'll just go play at another school like that. It's pretty.
Where
nuts.
do these guys fall in the draft this coming year? All these names.
Who?
And like Genty, Shador. Where do these guys fall in the draft?
Nobody cares about Genty.
No.
That's not true. He'll be a first round pick.
Yeah.
He'll be a first round pick. Guy has 2,000.
What about
yards.
Scatabo? You like Scatabo?
Yeah, he's good.
He's a different story though. I don't know about him in the NFL. He came from JUCO and
I just think at this
Yeah.
point now, running backs,
they're
they're a dime a dozen.
interchangeable.
I mean,
Tyron Tracy for the Giants comes in. Guy's an animal.
I mean,
Who the
look
fuck
at
is
the
this guy?
Niners. CMC goes down. Mason goes down.
Garendo.
Garendo. Now we got Preston Davis or
He'll be
whatever the
good.
fuck his name is. He'll probably run for 100 yards tonight.
Running backs are a dime a dozen outside of the top five. You know, Barkley, Henry. I think Gibbs is special.
I don't even
Gibbs
think
is-
Bijan Robinson is all that.
No.
He was-
No, I don't think he's that good. I think he's
the guy
I think the
Algier,
Falcons. I was going to say I think they can get by with Algier.
Algier was good at BYU too. He was really, really good coming out.
I mean, two of the best running backs are on the same team, the Lions.
He had a big
sick.
Dude, every week, it's Gibbs and Montgomery score every week.
You just got to parlay them. They hit.
Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, that's
I like
right.
Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams was
I
like
love Kyron.
It's like a fourth round draft pick, man. Like that's what I'm saying. You don't have to prioritize the running back anymore. Where I think what separates is the receivers.
Yeah.
Obviously quarterback play and offensive line. You know, if we're talking offensive side of the ball, you know, your line is so crucial, but if the guys can't separate themselves with the corners, you're never gonna. It doesn't matter who you have at
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah, you can
Shitty
have
receivers are
10
shitty receivers.
10 seconds in the.
You
in
want to
the
know how bad
backfield,
receivers
yeah.
are? Like Mahomes had to go get Hopkins. Like they needed people. It's just nobody can
And
just.
Hopkins was like disappearing. His career was like dwindling.
But a guy who hasn't played with a real quarterback since Deshaun Watson in Houston.
Yeah,
He gets one real quarterback now. He's fucking putting up 100-yard games. He's scoring touchdowns again.
yeah. You used to have like what Matt Schaub throwing him.
Shit ass quarterbacks. Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray just chucking the ball. Like there's no rhythm.
5'4" Kyler Murray.
I hate Kyler Murray.
I know,
With
me
everything
too.
in me.
I fucking hate him.
I hate
too.
Kyler Murray.
I hate him.
He's just, you know,
This is annoying. He just walks around wearing a fucking bra and shit. It's just
cook.
annoying.
He's the greatest first drive quarterback I've ever watched.
Yeah.
After that, he's terrible.
Yeah. You think, oh man,
Miserable
This guy's
experience.
they're putting up 40.
I needed them. We were watching the game. Needed them to score the other day from the 5 for a big parlay, and he went 0 for 3. Just not even close on all 3. And then he took a sack. Game ended. He's brutal.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Niner fan, so I have to hate him.
He's
big game
brutal.
for the Niners tonight.
They got to win out. That's the only. I already looked at the schedule. They
So
play
like I said, it's a big game tonight.
They got to, if they beat the Rams and they're tied with the Rams in the division, they need Seahawks to lose to Green Bay. They need the Cardinals to somehow lose to fucking New England. But then they got to go to play Miami and beat Miami and then they got to play the Lions still at home. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Probably not.
Whoever wins that division might be 8-9.
Most likely.
Might be 8-9 wins the division.
Everybody's in
Because
it.
Seahawks have a tough schedule. They have 8 wins right now, and the next 4 games are tough for them.
I would say the Rams coming off that win on Sunday start rolling again.
Yeah.
But who knows? The
With
NFL,
Puka and Cup healthy, but
the
you just
NFL
never
is so
know.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
If anybody tells me they got the NFL figured out, I'm like, obviously you are delusional.
Yeah.
Because everything.
Watch the Browns beat the Chiefs this week.
What? Yeah. You never know.
I hate the NFL when it comes to betting.
Yeah.
It's tough.
You came out here and now you're doing a lot lot of that, right?
Yeah.
Betting and shit.
Yeah, Win with Quinn on Instagram, TikTok.
Oh yeah, a little winnable.
Got Winnable going. Yeah, we got over 300 people on there now.
That's sick.
Doing well.
Plug it in. You know, you don't got to whisper it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Let people
We're
know.
having a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so how many plays are you putting on a day?
Now I'm up to about between 6 to 8, depending on the day. And like a Sunday
the
football, or
card and shit,
Saturday.
yeah.
It's a bigger day. When UFC's out, I put out probably 10 picks and then a couple long shots. But for now, like a night like tonight, I think I put out 7 or 8 so far. Probably throw another one in before.
Is
the
that
game
like
starts.
college basketball?
Mostly,
football?
primetime football, and then NBA. We were betting the NBA Cup big the past couple days.
Yeah, that's in town now, right?
I guess.
Yeah, Saturday. Tickets to $20.
That starts out in Vegas, right?
Yeah, tickets to $20.
What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck happened in the Knicks last night?
They don't play defense. They don't play defense whatsoever.
They were up like 8.5.
They were up
Came
12,
down-
12 at half.
and then Cat
I
had
came
5 fouls.
downstairs in my underwear. I said, we're going to watch the Knicks for the fourth quarter. Knicks were on. I'm like, That's not going to go so well. You know what I mean? The Knicks are a couple pieces
That was
away.
like a 20-point swing.
It was a miserable experience.
Yeah.
They were up 12 and then they were down 12 before you could blink. And then the guy shot CeeLo on the logo. And they just let him do it.
That's
Nobody
wild.
cracked the guy. Anthony Mason's rolling over in his grave right now. That nobody touched the guy. Nobody even confirmed. They actually said Jalen Brunson in the post game presser was like, he won and he gets to do whatever he wants. That's where we are now.
And that's why Jalen Brunson's not a top 10 basketball
He is a top
player
10
in the
player.
world.
The Ringer just put out an article that he's a top 10 player for the first time, and so did Forbes.
Ringer, what's that? Simmons.
Bill Simmons.
Bill Simmons. Yeah, I like Bill Simmons.
So I'm a Knicks fan.
I'll die on the hill. He's top 10.
I'm a real Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan for my whole life. I remember when we got Carmelo, but I've always been a realistic Knicks fan. When we gutted the team to get Carmelo, I knew the likelihood wasn't there. Now you got these guys telling me, and I love Jalen Brunson. You know, Mark's got a great relationship with Brunson. Like, why wouldn't we root for Brunson?
Yeah.
He's not a top 10 player in the world. Like, get the fuck out of here. Suck my cock if you believe that, okay?
He's averaging 30 and 10.
Okay. He shoots the ball 30 fucking plus times a game. He's this big.
That's more impressive that he's this big and he gets 30 and 10.
Okay, if you're that big, you got to be Allen Iverson to make an impression on me. He's a fantastic player, and if he was that good, the Knicks would never have gotten him because they would have never separated him from Luka, and that would have been the most insane 1-2 draft class. The Mavericks, the one single season would have drafted these two guys. He's great. He's not top 10 because I can name 10 guys I'd take on before I would want on the Knicks before Brunson.
Outside of his handles, he's far more talented than Allen Iverson. That's crazy.
Outside of his handles.
Outside of his handles, yeah. Allen Iverson was in this era of
You should
basketball.
quit while you're ahead.
Oh, no way.
Please,
Bro, that's like, honestly, you should go wait in the car now.
please.
That's such a
It's
bad
not,
statement.
though. It
That's such
really
a bad
isn't.
statement that you should not.
He had the greatest handle ever. You don't think Kyrie's more skilled than him either?
Oh, shit.
Please,
I'm just like so blown away right now.
please.
Dude,
The new era of basketball is just
Dude,
so
Allen
much better.
Iverson was a dog.
He
So
was.
this is what we'll do right now. Hang on. This is what we'll do.
Let's look it up. Let's look
Let's
it
just
up.
pull up the numbers. It's very simple. Hang on.
playing against mailmen. And he's gonna pull up the
Mailman.
numbers.
I know. So it was
The guy
Jordan.
covering Jalen Brunson last night was 6'9".
Who was it?
Dyson Daniels,
Who
Jaden
the
Daniels.
fuck
I don't
is
know what his
that?
name was.
Who
They
the
just
fuck
put him
is
out there
that?
just to cover him.
Dyson Daniels.
Guy was following him around.
Dyson Daniels is a fucking mailman.
He checked back in. The guy came back in and checked in with him. I couldn't
Dyson
believe it.
Daniels locked down Jalen Brunson last night. That's all. That's all I heard.
This is fucking
That's
great.
all I heard, man.
Oh, I'm crying.
That's all I
This
heard.
is- What are we pulling
First
up?
off,
What are we
hang
pulling
on.
up?
Until he wins an MVP, he's never going to be Allen Iverson. Okay, so Allen Iverson's won the MVP before. Okay,
Didn't Allen Iverson? He won the MVP during the Kobe Shaq era.
Yeah, he won the MVP in 2000. Jalen Brunson wouldn't even be a top 50 player in 2000. I don't need to sit here and go through this. Jalen Brunson's a great player, but he's a team player. He's a chucker. He's just not that guy.
Carried the Knicks to the entire playoffs last year. How is he not that
Carried
guy?
what against Tyrese Maxey and
And Joel Embiid, who's a top 5 player
outside
in the NBA.
of that, they had
But
fucking
Embiid got hurt, didn't he?
yeah. It's great. Knicks fans are like there's really they shade with the Jets fans a little bit. Delusion.
Yeah.
The Knicks are 3 players away. If they get 3 more
3
pieces,
players away.
3
Are
pieces.
you like 3 players?
3 players. 2 bench guys. 2 bench guys. Depth.
This is so great. A lot of people don't know you guys are brothers. We didn't even announce that.
3 players
Yeah.
is crazy, bro. Man, I'll give you 1. 3 is crazy.
Was this like just growing up? This is how it was at the
No,
house.
we really
No.
weren't big on the Knicks until I played
How
basketball.
could you
my
be
whole
big
life.
on the Knicks? They sucked all
Like,
our lives.
I was big
we
on the
liked
Knicks.
them. See, I was big on them. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm part of the real. When Stephon Marbury got traded to the Knicks, that shit was epic. Like
Yeah.
that was our guy. He's coming
Yeah.
home and stuff. Knicks have always sucked though. They've never been good.
The Linsanity stuff was fun.
That
It
was
was
like my
fun.
first dip into
See,
like,
my
real
favorite
Knicks
Knicks guy, and this generation, Mike Sweetney. Remember Mike Sweetney?
Yeah, Mike
They said he was the
Sweetney.
next Patrick Ewing. He got to New York and he
He
hates
was
New
terrible.
York. Guy turned into 400 pounds. He's out there with Eddie Curry. He was like watching the Twin Towers before they fell, bro. It was fucked up, man. It was so fat.
Guy was eating candy like you the other
Yeah,
day.
he looked like me. He had the same nutrition system as me. That's what they called him. They called him. They were replacing Patrick
shit.
Ewing, the Twin Towers. Like they were the next guys. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. That was epic. Guy Mike Sweetney got so fat. Yeah, but Jalen Brunson's not a top 10 player.
The
in the
Garden
world.
is the best place in the earth. I'll go to any
Yeah,
Knick game
really?
possible. Like the place literally shakes. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's epic.
It's literally epic. That's the way I would describe
Just
it.
at Knicks games or like even,
Rangers games too.
Rangers games
Yeah.
are fun too, but there's more suits there. Like there's more business people there. Like
Yeah.
doing
Not to
business
the
deals.
playoffs. The playoffs come, the place rocks.
But
Really?
the Ranger games aren't as intense as Knick games in the playoffs because like when they score, yeah, it's insane. But you're just waiting around, sitting on edge the whole time. Like the Knicks, you go back and forth. Every possession is crazy. You just chant defense for 3 hours. It's
Oh my
incredible.
God.
It's like a movie going to the Garden. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
The household was split, right, with the Soto signing. Talk about that.
Hey, they want to keep. My father just called on the way over here. Hey, Charles, does your brother know that Juan Soto signed with the Mets? All right, listen. Let me get into this real
Are you a
quick.
Mets fan?
Yeah, I don't really care about baseball.
Let me
as
get
much
into this
as
real
they
quick,
do.
right?
Like, but
First off, if the Yankees offered you $750 and you took $765, shame on you. We'll start there. Shame. Okay, Juan Soto is a selfish individual who decides I'm going to go play for the shit team in New York. God bless. God bless. If that's what's going, I'm happy he made that decision because now my whole POV on the guy has changed. Okay, good. We didn't just give a career 285 hit at $765 million. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and
Okay.
they say he's 26. The guy could legitimately be 30
No
years
problem.
old.
He's won his World Series.
His real birth certificate's going to come
He's
out in
won
about
his
4
World
years.
Series. He's won his World Series. He went to San Diego, couldn't get it done. Went to the Bronx and played beside. He went to San Diego and played with Machado. Played with Tatis. Played with a team that had all the juice to get to the World Series that year. You
Yep,
remember?
yeah.
Couldn't get it done. Comes to New York, plays with Judge in the Bronx with the Yanks. Couldn't get it done. Enjoy him. The guy's a scumbag.
You're saying
Guy's
it-
not a winner, and it's so evident now that they wanted that Scott Boras is now the GM of the Mets because all his clients will funnel in. And if you really believe like security issues with the family and travel, it's all bullshit.
Yeah, it's all
all
talk.
bullshit.
All talk.
The Yankees are a first class organization, and Juan Soto just did them a massive favor.
How does the household like? I don't know the New York thing. I don't know how it works because like in California, it like the Angel Dodger like it just kind of depends on like your upbringing. So your dad's a Mets fan. He's always been a Mets fan.
Yeah,
So
always.
how are you a Yankee? Because my dad was a Dodger fan. I would have never been an Angel
My
fan.
grandfather was a Yankee fan, and my cousin was a Yankee fan. So it just made things very easy. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
so you didn't care for the Mets?
my grandfather was, he was that guy.
Yeah.
So, you take something from everybody. It's so divided back there that, once you become a miserable Met fan, your life is a miserable
So
Met
if you're a Mets fan, are you a Jets fan?
fan. No, it's all different. It's so random.
It's all there's no
not
logical.
Most people are probably Mets and Jets fans.
So
because Long
so they
Island,
like to lose.
Long Island people are Jet fans
Loses.
for the most part, and then Queens is closer to Long Island, so then the Bronx is, so they're pretty much Met fans too. But I will add, he listens to Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is probably one of the reasons why he doesn't have a World Series this past season because Aaron Judge hits under his weight in the playoffs. He's one of the biggest underperformers in sports history in the playoffs. So
All right.
Oh, I'm a
That's
Dodger fan.
where I'll go with
you
that.
know what Sleevy said yesterday? He goes,
Ohtani wasn't great either.
We won the World Series because Clayton Kershaw wasn't pitching.
So
Kershaw
again,
would dominate all season, get in the playoffs, and just poop.
he's got a
Throw
top
poop.
5 worst ERA in playoff
15,
history.
15 years. I'll tell you this. There'll be no World Series in Queens. So enjoy it.
It'll be more likely than it'll be in the Bronx, though.
Like what they say, definitely not. What they'll say is, it's not our money. Okay. That's a Met fan. It's not our money.
You watch the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing as watching the Yankees.
Yeah.
It's the same exact franchise. They
Yeah.
win all. They have top 5 odds to win. They win the regular season every year.
They're
Everybody
all
thinks they
hyped going-
dominate. They
going in-
turn some
going
sort
into
of
the
corner
season.
after going
Yeah.
cold, and then they shit the bed in the playoffs. It's the same story every year. It's the
all
same
right.
thing every year.
Matter of time.
Yeah, I would hate to be a Cowboy fan.
Matter of time. That's all
They're
I'll tell
closer
you.
than the Cowboys are, though. I will say the Cowboys are a dumpster fire.
Your Cowboys are the worst in their division. They're terrible.
Cowboys. And the Yankees, we're going to compare. That makes sense.
All right, you're a fucking wizard at college football players.
You're gonna
right?
get me because you were
I
searching
don't
these
know.
up.
I don't know. We'll see. So, you know how good he is, right?
I'll bet that.
No way.
Give him the first one.
Yeah, Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis, UC Irvine.
Yeah, that's right. That's before my time, though. That's a crazy pull.
Yeah, it's a crazy
From the Broncos? Yeah, that's a crazy pull.
All right.
Where do you think he gets it from, bro?
Dude, I rattled off probably 100, and I think I stumped him on one.
Bro, it's so
You did.
because we played Madden and video games and like, bro, the college was always up there. We played college football.
We didn't
and, like,
watch like SpongeBob, and then we watched
Some of these
Kenny
might
Mayne
stump
and
you
ESPN
because
and
I went
Sports Center.
deep. I went deep on them.
You're gonna get me, especially if you're going throwback.
All right,
throwback.
Navarro Bowman.
I won't get that one. I'm not a defensive guy.
No? Oh, that's right. You told me you're not defensive guy. All right, he's the only defensive guy on my
Is
list.
he SEC? I don't know. I was just gonna say Missouri.
I think you meant to Kentucky.
Let's see. I didn't write that one down.
How you not write down what school he went to?
I forgot to write it down. Penn State.
Penn State, yeah.
All right, you go to Penn
He
State.
played
Penn
with LeVar
State.
Arrington.
All right,
For Joe
here we
Pa.
go. Next one. Donald Driver.
That's before my time. The Packer. Yeah, it's before my time.
I don't know.
This one's a stumper.
Yeah.
Alcorn State.
Yeah, I would never have gotten that.
All right. I'll try to give you an easier one.
If you give me guys in the era now, it's a little bit easier. Not easier for me, but that's
Within what? Like, what are we talking? 10 years?
probably like from the 2010s on.
2010s on?
Yeah. Like from like the
Like
Shady
Andre
McCoy,
Johnson?
Andre Johnson, Miami, like that era, yeah.
Yeah.
From there on, I've pretty much been dialed in. But like from,
Yeah, that's like
I was
Andre
born in-
Johnson's
I
just
was-
too easy, you know?
I was born in 98. So from like 05-ish and
Like
on,
Juju Smith-Schuster.
USC.
Yeah, that's too easy.
I just,
We hate Juju Smith-Schuster. He went to USC.
Yeah.
Played with Dory Jackson.
I just can't stop thinking about Prism. I just can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah,
The class is just so good, man. It's so deep.
it is.
It's the deepest Prism class we've ever
I
had.
was telling Sleeve, I was like, even if you break it down in divisions, you have like 5 out of the 8 divisions are legit. You
10
got-
teams that are just monsters.
You only have one division with 2 of the quarterbacks. So the quarterbacks are split.
Which division is that?
It's so you have Penix in the South. You have it's
McCarthy and
McCarthy
Caleb.
and Caleb.
yeah,
You have Daniels in the
NFC East,
in the East, and then you have May in the East,
AFC East,
AFC East, and then you have
AFC West is Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. So it's
sick.
split up like perfectly.
Yeah,
So, most of the time, like last year, you ran divisions. You got fucking Stroud and Anthony Richardson in the same
And
division.
Levis.
And Levis. Same division. So you're shooting
poo-poo class,
shooting blanks.
shooting ropes,
Yeah.
shooting ropes.
Prism's going to be fun. Prism's going to be really fun.
I agree. We went to that power slap last Friday.
How was that?
Shit was epic. I'll tell you, man.
A lot of influencers, right?
Yeah, but those people,
Now, is that Dana's whole thing?
Yes,
Like, bring
yes.
them all in. Just let them come.
They're all not real people. They stand in the circle and they just don't talk to anybody and just take selfies and pictures the whole time and
See, I
smile.
went-
What
We're
do you
not-
mean? They're like robots?
They
in
don't
a
talk
sense?
to anybody. They just stand there. Like we sat there in the casino
But they
after.
don't do any they're not there doing like social media content. They're just
They
there.
are, but they're
just taking pictures.
They're literally just taking pictures and smiling.
Power slap with this guy. Do. Like, all right, man. I enjoyed the actual
hitting.
Yeah,
Violence.
that was good stuff.
It was gruesome.
It was gruesome. And I talked to all the fighters. He'll tell you. I talked to all the slap fighters afterwards.
You said you were like, dude, why are you congratulating that guy? Got fucking knocked out.
Chad was like, bro, I'll tell you this. Chad had a moment last Friday where me and him almost let him, we told him straight up, we're going to let you get your ass kicked if this is what you're going to do. We bet on the underdog in the main fight. Okay? Super heavyweights. These guys are 285 pounds, 6'5". And he's like, why you pounding that guy up? Fuck that guy. That guy lost us the fight. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, Chad, like, this is not a fight we want to take right here, buddy. Like, we're not in on that. And he's like, fuck that guy. I'm like, relax. I'm talking to these guys because these guys are going up there. They're coming off the stage. They look like chipmunks now.
Yeah.
How swollen was their faces?
It was not something I recommend to anybody to do.
And I talked to these guys. They got nothing left upstairs. Guy's father was like translating for the guy.
There's a reason why people hate on it so much. It's electric from a fan's bird eye view. From
Oh yeah.
know,
How long do these guys last in the sport?
not very
Or they
long.
just do a few fights
knows?
and they're fucked up?
I'm like,
don't-
where do they find these guys?
I don't know. I will say Chad's gonna get knocked out one of these days doing stuff like that.
I hope not, man. I have his back, but like something like that, like, bro, this guy was 6'5", 285.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we, And I'm piling up. You're a beast. Like, Every one of these guys is a beast. You go up there and you risk your health and your life to smack the shit out of somebody, and you get the shit smacked out of you. It's pretty damn cool to put on a show for people, you know?
Yeah,
There's a level of appreciation from me.
Might not be the most educated person to go and do that, but
Definitely not. These
I
guys
don't-
aren't scholars by no means.
These guys aren't coming out of fucking Harvard.
I see it as a huge money grab, and it's very unsafe. But it's cool to watch. Like, it was sick
What
to
money
watch.
grab? These guys are getting like $5,000.
It's a money grab by
max.
Dana.
These guys' brains are
Dana's getting
more
the money.
mush than UFC, right?
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Than the UFC guys.
They're not getting more.
No. I'm saying their brains are more mushed.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're getting instant.
Just instant
compact.
They
no
should
matter
call
what.
it CTE.
So you
That's what they
could-
should call it CTE slap.
There's different styles. There's 5 combats in combat sports, and there's different arts. You could get away from getting hit in a fight. Like, I fought 2 months ago. I didn't get touched. I didn't have a scratch. I didn't get punched once. It happens,
Yeah.
and I still lost.
Yeah, you just went to the ground.
Yeah. So you could not get hurt in an MMA fight. You could walk away
Or you can
scratch
get
free.
fucking absolutely
Or you
obliterated.
could get the
and
ceiling
take
is far
fucking-
worse. Or, yeah,
Bro, the
Take
fight-
60 face shots.
The fight
and-
before him, the guy got kicked.
sent to the
head kicked.
hospital.
Like this. He went, his doop. And my father's sitting there. He's like,
But
You know?
long story short, you get into slap fight. It's unless you sleep the guy in your first 2 slaps or 3 slaps, whatever you get, you're gonna get hit. It's a car crash, no matter what. So it's definitely not safe. It's
I
nice
went to
money.
UFC the next night, and you could see it's just like, it's not as dangerous as that.
You were so pumped for UFC.
I tell you, man, there's no
He
better
was
live
fired
sport.
up.
Oh, I know.
No.
He always gets so fired up.
I love when I was getting the calls in between the fights. You hear it in his voice. You hear the background.
Bro, the energy in there, it possesses me. It brings me to a place that I like to be at, and I feel the energy. I was sitting next to. I get in there. I sent him a picture.
You're sitting next to Ian Gary.
Ian Gary's wife, who everybody calls him a cuck over because he took her last name with his name, and his kid's like super famous, like all over the place, right? All over the
cute kid.
internet, cute kid, and then his whole family and the camera crew, and I'm sitting there with these people, and I'm like, we're gonna bet Ian Gary with these people. Like,
I told him all week, you got to bet Ian Gary.
Ian Gary
He
was
off,
4-1. He was 4-1. I get in the arena. I was fortunate. I had a nice little parlay on Oregon and Penn State over the weekend. You know, I'm like, we're rolling it in. You know, like we're sitting there. He comes out of the tunnel. He's playing. His song is Layla, Eric Clapton. Place goes nuts.
His wife's name is Layla.
Yeah.
Yeah, place is electric. I'm sitting with the family. Okay, it's a boring fight up into the 5th round. Back and forth, back and forth. Gary gets the guy on the ground, and he's choking him.
I know.
And now I'm sitting with a woman who I'm dating now, whose ex-husband is a degenerate gambler, who has ruined gambling for everybody in the world, right? Can't gamble. Oh, you're a degenerate. This is bad. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck this guy. Like, gambling is a form of entertainment, and that's my form of entertainment. So I'm sitting there, and this
And you
woman's
love
got...
you love that rush.
I love the rush. I live for the rush, right? Now this woman's got no idea I got Ian Gary, right? And next thing you know, and I'm on my feet and I'm screaming, choke him, tap, 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 freaking out. Got the guy next to me, got the camera guy. Guy's like, I gotta film, fuck you filming. I'm pulling everybody, screaming at the top of my lungs. And this lady's like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? And she's like, how much money do you have on this guy? It's not about the money. It's not about the money. Tap, tap. I'm freaking the fuck out. Guy didn't tap. And we lose.
it was close. It was
close.
real close.
The beauty of that is you always have an opt-out. He's Irish. You know, you're just rooting for the Irish. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
beauty of
true.
that. Guys like that.
It was epic, man. I'll tell you, there's no better energy than a UFC event. And I want to go to the event in LA, but the prices are insane.
What's that fight?
Sickest
Good
card of
card.
the year. Probably the best card to kick the year off. Marab's fighting Umar,
They do it
which
the
is
right way.
Khabib's little brother or
my
cousin.
God.
Cousin.
You have Jamal Hill's fighting Yuri. So sick.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. The other, Islam is fighting Arman Sarukian. Insane. And the card just trickles down. Just insane.
They probably have loaded prelims too,
It's
right?
at the Intuit Dome, the new Clippers arena.
Prelims
Oh,
are
I
a
heard
good
that's
spot, yeah.
insane. I saw that.
5,000 a seat on the floor, no dice.
Oh my
5,000 a seat. I've never
Oh, I mean,
seen
you
it.
could charge that. That owner is going to charge whatever the fuck he
Steve
wants.
Ballmer, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking
Microsoft guy.
Ball my nuts.
Yeah.
Get it right back on Islam Makhachev, though. So, I mean, who's really losing? You
No
know?
shot. Islam loses on that night.
No way.
I don't think I've ever been a favorite in a UFC fight ever. Outside of that John Jones
Oh,
that
the
night,
John Jones was an obvious though.
I looked at you and I said, he's going to knock him out.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known that all week.
Few people support John Jones. The way
Well, you
that
were
he
already
supports-
down though. You were already down.
I needed
so
that.
you were like, I just need a little bit back, just a little bit back.
Just need a taste. Give me
Yeah,
a taste.
yeah.
A little taste.
The best was the what was the fight that night? We talked about it a few weeks ago.
Michael Chandler.
Was it the Chandler fight?
When everybody got off the couch.
Oh yeah, everyone just exploded off the couch and
All
just
my boys hate Michael Chandler, man. Not a Michael Chandler guy anymore.
yeah.
All I know is that there's no better feeling than when all your buddies are in the same room. Whether you got a football game, a fight, a basketball game, you got an over, a money line, covering a spread.
It's
the best.
feeling.
It's the most fun.
Patriots Falcons Super Bowl. The entire fucking house was on the Patriots.
To watch that
Money
come
line,
back. Yeah.
all the shit. The entire fucking house. Halftime, it was like someone died.
Oh yeah.
We're like moping, dragging our feet, wanted to go home. I had Matt was there. Matt Andrees, who played baseball, he played professional baseball. I mean, everybody had fucking money on the Patriots. And then second half, we'll all look at each other and go, we bet him second half, right? Yeah, we got to bet the spread second half. Yeah, we need him to come back. And we all went fucking second half. So
you
that
watch it
whole
all,
comeback was
epic.
the best. It's
That's
the best.
so for me, that's what gambling's all about. Bringing people together and having some, making a good moment out of a fun time, watching a game, making a pointless game a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that's where, that's where you can make gambling. Those who gamble to make money, you better have a guy like him or Chad giving you the picks because you're not going to win. You know what I mean? It's very tough outside of entertainment value to make money unless you're using someone's algorithm, someone's uptick, someone's ability to
Inside,
handicap.
yeah.
Correct. So for me, like what's fucking crazy is I'm dear pals with Chad. Chad's one of my dearest buddies out here. I sit with him. He went on a 20-day winning streak. I didn't take a single bet. I don't ask because I bet for entertainment. I enjoy it.
Yeah, because you're doing the touchdown parlays.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not trying to bet $200 to win $250.
I'm not betting big.
You're trying to-
I'm
you're-
betting lottery tickets.
I'm a really big sore loser. So I betting dogs like that or betting like long shots, stuff like that. I've started like stopping doing that and just focusing on, like you said, like the winnable and giving out the picks and giving out what I 100% love the most and what my research says to go with. But those were fun times. I absolutely agree.
Oh yeah, how much research are you doing? Like, how much time are you putting into it each day?
As far as like primetime props are a little bit easier to research because the lines come out earlier. But for the NBA, you have to wait till the morning of for the prop to come out. So it's a little bit difficult sometimes. A couple hours of research in the morning and, we just roll out. Sometimes the best bet.
Who do you like tonight?
Tonight,
Can I tell you who I like?
Yeah, let's let it
Okay,
roll.
I did some research.
Okay.
Right? Thursday night, I know he's had a shit year. He's had a shit year.
Let me guess who you're going to give tonight. I have an idea.
Okay.
Debo Samuel.
Debo Samuel.
Yep.
He's on the DMB list.
Okay, what's that mean?
Do not bet.
Okay.
He's a great player. He's not my player.
His last 4 Thursday night football games, he just torches. He loves Thursday night football. He loves the fucking primetime games. It's Debo Samuel tonight.
The one thing I will add to that was he was bitching all week.
V, you're on the DR
He was
podcast.
bitching.
Say hello to the people.
When you bitch, you get the ball. AJ Brown's going to get the ball this week.
Yeah, you remember? Who's that? Who is that?
It's Vadim. Bagels and Wax.
What's up, Vadim?
Hobby legend on the podcast. You got anything to say? You got any insight for the people out there?
I love the Blaz family.
Oh, all right. Yeah. You really sucked out.
The Blaz team.
All right, we love you, V. I'll call you after the pod.
March? All right.
Bye.
Love you, boys.
Classic.
So
You wish your movie every time, baby.
it is. What were you saying? My memory's really going.
He said that Debo's been bitching all week.
Yeah, he wants the ball and stuff. My new obsession, one of my guys that I use he knows this, Kyron Williams for 2 tonight. I use
He
Jamar
had
Chase
3
for 2.
against the
I
Niners
don't even
first
ask
game.
anymore. I come downstairs on Sunday when the game starts. I know who he has without even talking to him. I just know who his guys are now, and he uses them.
There's no new guys. There's no new friends.
Basketball's on. If there's a Spurs game on,
Wemby.
it's not what is the Spurs doing on. We don't watch the Spurs.
Yeah.
It's okay. Wemby's playing.
Yeah.
Like,
Wemby's like my
He's
family.
he's family member
He's
now.
family
he's
member.
part of the family. He's
a member of my family.
He's basically a Nick, just in San Antonio. That's it.
I would trade 35 first-round picks.
Victor Quinn is his new name.
That's it.
I would
The
trade.
next dog we name Wemby.
I would trade.
Oh, yeah.
I will trade Jalen Brunson and 35 first-round picks for Victor Wemby. 35.
No thanks.
Honestly, I won't even be alive for the rest of those picks because I'll be dead. I'll be long gone by then. But I'll trade anything.
He's great. The problem is that he's not like he's a 1, but not a scorer as a 1.
Who?
Like Wemby. You need a guy to get him the ball.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
You need a guy to get him the ball.
Let me explain something to you.
You don't win in the NBA with a center being your best player.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
impossible.
saying. Yeah. I thought you were saying
You
he's
need
not
another
he's
guy
not a
who's
number 1
1A.
scorer.
No, he is, but to win in the NBA, it's not going to work out.
Yeah, that's why like Luka needed
like
Kyrie.
they're targeting LaMelo Ball right now. They want
That's
LaMelo
what I
Ball. They're trying
heard.
to pry him out of there.
Oh my God.
That would be epic. That would be crazy. Like now you have a guy who can give you. Now you have 2
Now
guys.
you got 2 guys you can bet in that game. 2 combos. Combo me.
But you got 2 guys who could generate a shot and give you 30 any night and rebound 10 times a night or give you 5, 10 assists a night. Now you can't double. They could still double him now. So until they get him a number 1 option
how's that working
alongside
out?
of him,
How's that working out when they double him? It works horrible. You
he's
can't
not-
double him.
He hasn't broke through yet to be like a Luka type guy yet.
Oh my God. Luka didn't have the big fucking games until his 3rd year when he
He
started
was
going.
30, 10, and 10. That's like unheard of.
In his rookie year?
No, not in his rookie year, but in his rookie year, we all noticed right away. We're like, okay, he's 1,000 times better than Trae Young. Like, it's not even close.
Oh yeah,
Like, right away, we
we
knew.
knew a few months in. We knew.
Dennis Smith Jr. was in the rookie of the year race the year before. The
I
year averaged
remember-
17, and they shipped him right off.
I remember ripping 18-19 Prism, and with Rizzo, and he's like Trae Young.
Because that's the chalk.
Yeah,
He was
Just
the chalk. Yeah. Everybody loves the chalk.
Yeah, nobody likes a gremlin.
I like a guy in the NBA this year. He hasn't played much. I'm going to buy his cards.
Who's that?
Cody Williams.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't even know what fucking team he's on. He might be on the
He's on the
fucking
Hornets.
Honestly,
I think he's
just
on the
gonna
Hornets.
ask who
From
the
Duke?
fuck is that?
from Colorado.
Oh,
Jalen Williams'
yeah, he
brother.
does talk
Jalen
about
Williams
this
took a couple
guy.
years to develop.
Yeah.
I think he's on Utah. Even better. Shit team. He'll get some run.
That Thunder team is disgusting. I watched them play the other night. They defend. They double everything. They shoot 53s a night. They're not selfish. And then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will give you a bucket from any spot on the court at any,
Yeah,
any
he's
moment.
really good.
He's unreal.
Really good.
I appreciate guys like that who can go shoot a mid-range and go.
The problem, like, they need to move that team out of OKC.
I think their crowd's electric.
Yeah,
When
but-
they white it out, it's pretty nuts. Like, they have a college atmosphere.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think, what are you doing? It's Oklahoma.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
There's
cares.
a lot of money
Yeah,
there.
nobody
though.
cares.
Tulsa King. There's a lot of money there.
Yeah.
I thought KD was going to go back in the offseason and go back home. And
Who? KD?
I thought he was going to go back to OKC, and that would have been a great story. They need like one of those more pieces to
Yeah,
be,
for sure.
to complete the puzzle.
Maybe
NBA's tough, man.
They're saying Jimmy Butler's getting traded. Just they don't know where. They're saying the Suns want him. How can
He's
the
turned
Suns
into an
afford him?
asshole, though. Every couple of years, he wants to go.
He's
to
not good
Newport.
enough to act like he acts.
No.
He's good in the playoffs. He's
No,
great in
yeah,
the playoffs.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
I
But
take him.
that's going to fall off at some point.
Take him
He's-
on the Knicks.
What's going on with LeBron?
I don't keep up with cucks.
Diddy parties?
Diddy parties.
See what Colby said?
Colby
pretty-
yeah. Yeah, I like Colby Covington.
I mean,
when
he's
he
taking
says that.
personal time.
I'll just say this. I've never liked LeBron, and he lost my business altogether when he did that. I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. Okay? Guy's out. He's out. And he
And
definitely
he
involved.
did that
He's involved.
in
He's in-
Ohio.
He's involved
It's
with
not like he
something
did
else.
that in
In
a
the gym.
neutral. Yeah, in the high school gym.
I really think anybody who was close with Diddy is on full blast right now. And he was one of them.
Jay-Z's in trouble too.
Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you right now,
They're all coming down.
we don't play Jay-Z music on our stream anymore. We do not play P. Diddy music on our stream anymore. We don't play it, you know?
I think there's going to be a lot more that are
course.
going to be not
Great-
on that playlist.
Great artists, horrible humans.
Yes.
Well, if you really like these, all right, I'll tell a story. Here we go. This is we'll unlock the chamber.
Yeah.
So I used to be LL Cool J's assistant, and I used to ask him.
I've been waiting for you to talk about this.
I used to ask him. His name was James Todd Smith. So everybody called him Todd for some reason, right? So I would call him T. I'm like, yo, T. You know, what are these guys like, man? Like I'd ask him questions about Biggie and Diddy and Jay. He's like, listen, man, you never see me in that circle. And if you look through the times, he's not really. He's kind of disconnected.
Yeah.
There's a world that those guys, it's like an inciting world, right? The Illuminati or whatever. Who cares? But he used to always say, yo, dude, I could have fucking 50 women here doing whatever I want, all the, party into it. He's like, bro, it's a different side of Hollywood. There's two different worlds. There's people that live like normal people, and there's people that live in this alternate universe and do these weird things.
Power trips, drugs, parties, like whatever. Control, yes. Control is the thing that they like thrive on. So like, bro, this is all real. Like, this isn't like a farce. Like, if it was a farce, they would let these guys out. They would have never even charged them. They would never even put them in prison, arrested him. This is real. Like, this is happening. Like, and this It all started with Cat Williams.
and he was fucking pissing all over them.
Cat Williams knew.
Cat Williams, man. That started 2024.
Bro,
the Shannon Sharp podcast.
He's been on one ever since.
Yes.
He's been every shot is hit
dialed.
since.
Dialed.
And he's like looked at as a guy. He's like a little off. He's not off. He's there. He's all there. It's just like these dudes are fucking freaky, man. Fucking weird shit.
You see influencers come out and talk about it. There's a lot of influencers that hit the peak, hit the moon. They go to these parties. They go do this, go do that. Their career's supposed to keep going. They want to leave that, lifestyle, because once you realize what it is, some people want out. They don't let you out. They bury you. That's it. They don't kill you, but they kill your career.
Yeah,
That's
they'll kill you.
He said that there would be parties.
Or kill you personally.
Like, there's two parties. Like, when you have a Hollywood party, there's two parties. There's like one party that's going on, and then there's like the public party. The party that nobody knows about is like all this weird sex shit, drug shit. Evidently, kids are involved. Like, that's weird, man. That's some fucking weird, dark, twisted devil Lucifer shit.
Yeah, those people, they don't deserve to live.
Don't get out.
Die.
Die.
Death to all of them. May they all perish.
You have that much money, and that's what you're doing with it. You can do anything in the world.
Yeah,
with,
anything.
Like Jay-Z has billions of dollars, I'm sure, or access to billions of dollars whenever he wants.
Could do.
That's what you're gonna do.
Literally, like,
I'll tell you what LL used to always say about Jay-Z. And I used to always laugh about this. I say, yo, how do you view Jay-Z, like in the sense of like New York rap is on the caliber? He's like, bro, Jay-Z's only famous because he married Beyonce. Like, straight up. He's like, he got more famous when he became Beyonce's husband. You know what I mean? Like, he would shit on him like that. And like, now looking back on it, I'm like, that was my guy. Like, you know what I mean? He knew like long in advance. He was an OG of that world. Like, he always hated Jay-Z.
and he loved you, right?
Loved me, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, the first day I met him.
Did you say your uncle said it? Thought it was just like you guys connected? It was just like
Instantly.
Kinda, yeah.
So my cousin got me the job. My cousin Alicia, who's an actress, a famous actress in Hollywood, whatever. And she got me the job on NCIS LA. I just moved out to LA, and I'm not like one to take rules and things like that. So I walk up to him. I'm like, yo,
You don't say.
I'm like, hello. I'm like, yo, where the fuck you get a good egg roll out here? Literally the first line I ever said to him. He looks at me. He's like, where the fuck you from? He's like, you know where I'm from, bro. What's the good Chinese food out here? He's like, they don't got Chinese out here. Instantly connected. 3 days later, I was made his personal assistant, and we ran for almost like 2.5 years, 3 years. I got to see a lot of cool shit with him. It was fucking dope, man. And then I got fired because I couldn't help myself. You know what I mean? I had sex with like 19 workers that worked at the fucking 19 different women that were fighting amongst each other on set. Okay, one woman that like babysat for this other woman, like, and then they had like a beef, and she was married, and human resources got involved. And
Any
like,
threesomes?
couple, it was, I was having fun, man.
Yeah.
I was the new guy on the block, and he's like, how many women have you slept with here? I'm like, bro, it's been 3 years, man. He's like, he's like, fuck. He's like, I can't, he's like, they're gonna push you out one way or another. He's like, it is what it is, man. He's like, he's like, you had a good run, didn't you? I had the best run. And it was good,
I remember you telling me you went to some party, right? And they were all, it was right, or it
Easter
was
Sunday.
No, wasn't it around? It was something about Trump, right?
So first Halloween, I was there. I moved out there in August. NCIS Halloween party, NCIS LA. And I'm dressed as Joe DiMaggio at the party, okay, in a baseball uniform. And I got all these women circling me. I don't know anything about politics. I don't care about politics. I'm a young guy, just excited to be like in this world that I've wanted to work in for a while. And I got some success going. And they're like, George, who you voting for? I'm like, voting? My vote don't matter. Who gives a shit? They're like, well, who would you vote for? I said, well, and this was when Hillary was running against Trump. I said, well, I got to just use common logic in this thought. We just had our first African-American president for 8 years, and it took them quite a long time to break through that barrier. Do I really believe our first female president follows the first African American president. I said, there's no shot. Donald Trump wins in a landslide. And they would have thought I told them that I'm going to murder their families and burn their homes down to the ground.
Yeah.
I was the odd man out from that moment on. So then a month later, now again, I didn't take account into like how much that bothered them because I don't really care what people think. Like it's not really something I process that easily with that. Like that doesn't involve my work, doesn't involve our business. Just a conversation, a social conversation. That's what I think. Trump wins. I come in. I'm like, the Donald, like, you know what I mean? This is early on. This is like 2019, 2018?
No, 2016.
2016? Yeah. I was out,
This
man.
is when, like, if you were open, active supporter of Donald Trump, you were considered racist,
I wasn't a supporter.
misogynist.
You gotta remember, I hadn't even voted. I wasn't even a
No,
voter.
yeah. But if you're viewed as that voter,
Yeah.
you're like immediately put in this fucking
These
category.
people were looking at me like, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you say that? You know how bad I'll be? And I'm like, whoa. So I grab LL. I'm like, bro, these people are twisted. And he found it really funny, bro. You gotta remember, this is an OG of New York. He knows Trump. He was famous in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Trump and him know each other. They are friends. And he's like, my buddy just won the fucking presidential election.
Yeah.
He's like, this is epic. And then it didn't become so publicly epic for him to support him. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't funny. You couldn't talk about it. It wasn't okay in the scene of Hollywood. And like, he had to like pull it back. But like, I remember there was clips, and there's one clip, and if LL ever sees this, he'll know it and he'll laugh about it as he watches this clip. Donald Trump, they're like, oh, you're going to go to this, it was like the International Speakers Awards dinner or whatever. And he's like, why would I go to that? Haha, you like that? and just walked away. And bro, LL would always like, you like that? You like that? We would always say that. It was, you know, Trump's crazy, man. He's our guy.
Crazy chaos is what George likes.
Yeah,
Chaos.
Man. That's why I liked him, because he pissed so many people off because he's changing things.
Yeah.
I think he likes controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Controlled chaos is good.
Whatever, man.
Last thing I want to talk about. United Healthcare guy getting fucking murdered.
The Italian.
It's crazy.
It's a me, Luigi.
Luigi, dude.
He's got some funny ass tweets, man. You got to go back.
I haven't even looked at him.
People have pulled his Twitter. Like, he had one tweet which I found hysterical. I played basketball my whole life. I found this ridiculous, that this guy who just murdered somebody in literally broad daylight.
Didn't just somebody, the United Healthcare CEO.
Like, it's a huge deal. And someone pulls his tweet, and it's like, shit, man, you never know when you're gonna run your last 3-man weave. It's like that dude just killed somebody.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculous.
I love the tweets like, hundreds of black people die in the hood every day. But let's talk. Get shot in the head every day. But let's talk about the one white guy that got killed on the doorstep. You know, it's crazy, man. Like, the internet's insane. The internet is a wild place. That guy dying was. They had people like coming out with the green hoods and the black jackets in New York because there was like a APB out for somebody that was dressed like that. You see that?
Yeah.
Like, there was like a trend. It's fucking crazy.
I don't
man.
believe
I
that
think-
they found him that way. They said a McDonald's worker or somebody in a
shot.
McDonald's saw him. And
How
that's
is
they
that
found
guy
him.
so calculated?
Let
Guy
me
with
explain
the
to you how the
silencer?
world works.
Impossible.
He literally gets away unseen.
The gun, it got, what's it called, jammed, and then he unjammed and still killed the guy.
Yeah.
That's how good he was at his job. It was
Let me
it.
explain to you. Once they want to find you, you could be found.
As long as you're in America, they'll find you.
This, who fuck knows, man? There could be a chip in us.
I'm shocked he didn't flee the country.
My
like, instantly.
eyeglasses could have a tracker in it. You don't know, man.
wasn't a will.
Once they want to find you in this country, they find you.
100%. These things are this thing is the scariest thing.
They're listening to us right now.
Honestly,
Suck my cock,
if I-
government. Suck my cock.
Yes, lick my balls.
Yeah.
If you say anything about a mattress,
Comes up on your
an
Instagram.
appliance,
insane.
it's like the next story when you're flipping through stories is like,
Bro, I think of
sort
things.
of mattress or whatever.
I think of things, and then it just comes on my phone.
Yes.
And I haven't even talked about it out loud to people. And next thing you know, it's on my FYP. Like, well, maybe this interests you on Facebook. I haven't even told a soul about it. So I know they got something in. Look, I've gotten arrested enough times in sentimental institutions and shit like that where they could have slipped something in me at some point. I wouldn't put it past them. Come on, like, what are we talking about? All right, this is going to be experiment A. Chip him, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't even know where he is.
George Quinn.
Chip him. And when this guy seems to move around a lot, chip his ass. Okay, you know, what are we talking about?
Yeah. Oh fuck. All right. We'll fucking end on that.
Charlie Quinn MMA, folks. Here he is.
There he is.
In the flesh.
MMA fighter,
MMA fighter now.
commentator,
Handicapper.
handicapper,
reporter. I mean,
fucking
what I'm most
college football whiz.
what I'm most known for before this gambling stuff took off was MMA stuff. You know, I've done interviews with 10s, 20s, almost up to 30 world champion fighters now. So I've interviewed the best of the best. I've, been on the scene for 3-4 years now and have a ton of respect in that aspect of, sports. It's a different type of sports world. Everybody who's in the sport has been in the sport for pretty much decades. They're dating back to the early years, the spike years of UFC. So it's hard to get respect from those guys, but I do have respect from them. The sports background helps. I'm in a big fantasy league with most of the guys that are, at the top of the chain, and I'm the defending champion. So I have good relationships with those guys, and 2025 is going to be a special year. I have a lot of things in store planned, and we'll go again as well as a fighter. We have some stuff lined up.
We're making the walk in May again.
We'll go again.
Out here?
We're not going to leak anything.
Out here?
Out here.
Yeah.
We're not going to leak
That's cool.
what promotion or
I'm just
where
hoping
it
he
is,
gets me a fight on the card. I'm in.
but it's going to be a big deal. It's
prelim George here.
It's for sure going to be a big deal. I'm going
Catch me.
on tomorrow morning on a podcast to essentially, talk about it, but finalize things with that promoter who is getting me the the gig.
Nice.
He took me to F1, so it's pretty serious.
That's cool.
We're returning to May. We're returning differently though. You won't see me with ounce of body fat on me this go around.
All right. Here comes intensity, yeah.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
All right. Well, have fun at the Notre Dame game.
Yes, sir. Go
Good luck.
Irish.
All right, guys. See you guys later.